Discipleship. Today we are starting our podcast, the Discipleship Podcast, and I have with me, not as always, but it's going to be as always, Justin Rice. He is a nut, but he actually can discuss some good things. So we are going to be discussing in this first episode of our podcast the existence of God. Come up to you and ask you, what evidence is there that a God created everything? What would you respond to them with?
Look at the whole entire universe. I already said this before, but I was rudely interrupted so many times. Look at the universe. I don't want to really repeat myself, but I kind of am.
They don't know about that.
Okay.
We can show clips.
Look at the universe. Look out on the planets and everything. You want to tell me that all just banged into existence by chance?
Yeah. So we're not discussing the Big Bang, obviously, but the Big Bang theory is, if you don't know, that billions of years ago. Yeah, most people. Billions of years ago, in space, where they don't know where the space came from, these tiny particles smaller than a period on a piece of paper.
Exactly.
Where they don't
smaller than Sutter's brain.
Smaller than my brain. They don't know where it came from. All came together, and then boom,
yeah,
you had planet Earth.
Well, it kind of started with math. They say it started, it didn't boom, and then there's suddenly all these planets. They claim that it kind of progressed, but you get the idea.
Yes, but still, that's a scientific impossibility, because if you said to me, where did God come from in the beginning? And I said, I don't know what, nothing created God, he's always been.
Yeah.
And I could return the question on you and say, where did the matter come from? But moving on, so evidence for God. So Justin has pretty much shown what evidence for God is. It's just look around. You see this mug here? This mug did not create itself. That painting right there, this cross right here did not create itself. These all had a creator. And the painting. If that painting was painted, I'm sorry we cannot show you the painting right now, or if you want to. I don't know if you should touch it, but if you're not,
Here. This is my classroom.
That's his sister, by the way. So this painting right here, Justin, man, you look awesome.
Yeah.
This painting right here. If this painting was painted 1,000 years ago, which is insane for 1,000 years.
It's definitely not, because it's a print.
If it was, then what would be?
It would be all faded.
What would be the greatest? And nobody knew who painted it or printed it. How would you know that someone painted it, Justin?
Because this is a print, so.
Because it's here. That's how you know. We're imagining this is a painting.
It's a painting. Well,
yeah.
Look at if it was a painting, there'd be brush strokes and all that.
And it'd be here. The painting is the best evidence that there was a painter. Because without a painter, there is no painting. Without a painting, there is no painter. So, So the reason we know this painting had a painter is because there is a painting. Just the same way that we know God, the same way that we know the earth everything had a creator. Because if there's a creation, there had to be a creator. This building we're in, how do you know there was a builder? Because there's a building.
Yeah.
If there's a building, there's a builder. If there's a painting, there's a painter. And if there's a creation, there's a creator. And that's how you can know that there is evidence of God. Justin, do you want to sign us off? I know this is a short podcast, but we have 2 more topics to discuss in the next 30 minutes, so go on.
Do I have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Well, look at the Bible. If the Bible has been proven to be true, people don't want to believe that because, yeah. So, look at what the Bible says, and it can be easily proven true. All those places in the Bible.
Scientifically and biblically.
Look at all those places in the Bible. They've been, a lot of them have been found.
Yeah. Did you know, World War II, I think it was, they used some of David's son, I can't remember who it was, but somebody had a battle plan for this certain area in the Bible. They found that area, and they actually had a battle there in World War II, and they used the same battle plan that they had in the Bible.
Yeah, but yeah, so, and then there's also written records that have been found, also talking about like other written records
Dead Sea
other than the
Scrolls.
Bible, yeah, like that talk about events in the Bible. So there's other things to reaffirm what the Bible says, and also like the flood. Like you can go to the flood.
Yeah.
There's evidence that the flood happened. Like
trees that are stuck through multiple layers of rock.
yeah, like fossils, which people there's like this fossil layer thing, like fossil layers.
Fossil
They say
layers.
that okay, so like the oldest fossils are here, blah blah blah. It goes up and up. But then why are there fossils that span multiple layers? Like it
And
should be
why is there a
this layer,
tree
but it's down
sticking
here.
through all these layers?
Yeah, why?
The tree did not grow over millions.
Yeah, because it's not possible for the tree to have been fossilized over millions of years or thousands of years, because it would have rotted away.
Yeah. Well,
A long time before. So there's that, and also like here's a random example: the Grand Canyon. How did it get formed? A lot of people like to say it was the Colorado River slowly eroding away. Blah blah blah.
That's how evolution and creation are exact opposites. We say quickly with lots of water. They say slowly with a little bit of water.
Yeah, but yeah. So the Grand Canyon was probably formed by the draining of millions of gallons of water draining away, eroding away the sides. Not slowly. I mean, it was eroding, but it wasn't slowly. It was quick.
Not slow erosion.
It was quick.
Well, thank you for tuning into the podcast, which is on Discipleship and Spotify. It should be, if we can get that working. Thank you for listening or watching, whichever one you're watching or listening on.
Watch with your eyes, listen with your ears, fast.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. And this is Sutter and Justin signing off from the Discipleship Podcast. There'll be another one released within the next week. Thank you for joining.